What's up, everyone? Welcome back to 40 and Flowing, where we talk about starting and surviving in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu into your 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. Well, I can't speak for 50s and 60s, but definitely can speak for 40s. Today, I want to talk about a big one. Try and convince people to do it. And that's starting Jiu-Jitsu in your 40s and 30s and why it is important. So, as we dive into that, I think that's a concern that most people have, because the main concern for starting jiu-jitsu when you have never done it before in your 30s, 40s, 50s is, are you too old to do it? And I touched on this in another video about, am I too old to start jiu-jitsu? And I think that no, you're not too old, because it all depends on how jiu-jitsu serves you. Let's say in my example, I'm in my 40s. I played a little college basketball. My knees were barking. I didn't want to be running up and down the court anymore. I didn't want to be arguing with anybody anymore. I was like, what should I try? So I tried Jeet Kune Do. Didn't like it. So I went to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I wasn't hurt. I wasn't in danger of getting hurt. I was just very, 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 very tired, and it hooked me. So if you can start in your 30s and 40s, go ahead, man or woman. What you waiting on? You're not too old. It'll help you get in shape. It'll help you be flexible. It'll help you keep a fuller mind. It'll help you understand to be comfortable being uncomfortable. And that's a big thing. Comfortable being uncomfortable. That's like a mind-blowing experience. And also, going in to your first jiu-jitsu class at 40, 30, 40, 50, no one cares how old you are, but what they do care about is that you came in and you wanted to give it a try. So everybody goes at their own pace, so go at your own pace. And all you gotta do is just show up every day, one foot in front of the other, and get it popping. Also, there are some benefits to starting jiu-jitsu in your 30s, 40s, and 50s as a full-time working dad and working parent. Jiu-jitsu helps you be a better person, because everybody deals with stress differently. And when you just start jiu-jitsu, it's going to be stressful. You're going to have yourself in vulnerable positions, and you're going to have to learn how to relax, breathe, and get out of those uncomfortable situations. You really do forget to breathe sometimes when you start out in jiu-jitsu. But eventually it taught me to calm myself and relax and solve the puzzle. And in turn, in my real life, it helped me be a better parent and a better husband, because my patience is a lot better. I know how to solve problems a lot more. I keep a cool head a lot more. And jiu-jitsu has taught me to be patient. So that's a big benefit of jiu-jitsu starting in my 30s and 40s, is patience, and making me a better dad, husband, and father. Another reason you should start jiu-jitsu in your 30s and 40s as a full-time working parent and husband, when you have time, is the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu community. Man, it's something else. I have competed once. I think I'll compete at every belt, but I think competition, it's just my opinion, I think competition is necessary, because there's a thing about having that aggression and sense of urgency and adrenaline in jiu-jitsu when you're in a competition, because you can't simulate that training with your buddies. You only simulate a fight in a competition, and that's important. So what I personally do is I go to a lot of open mats, and I think that rolling with different people in different situations really helps my jiu-jitsu and learn. But what I will do is I'll go to a random open mat. And with that being said, the community of jiu-jitsu is amazing. I could be a stranger going into an open mat and can't figure out how to get this guy off of me from mount, for example. I'll have a stranger just give me instructions and give me motivation to get out from the bottom of a mount. I never met this person in my life, and he'll just give me pointers and try and help me. I've never went to an open mat in the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu community and had a negative experience in my 10 plus years doing Jiu-Jitsu. The Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu community is an awesome community, and they're accepting of everyone. I haven't had a bad experience. So If you're looking to start Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in your 30s and 40s and 50s as a full-time working parent and working husband, no better time than to start now. Don't wait until you're in shape. Don't wait till you have time. Just take the leap and go for it, because I assure you it'll benefit you in the long run. So, in the comments, tell me what's holding you back. Tell me why you don't go. Tell me why you're nervous to go to your first jiu-jitsu class. Let's talk about it. Make sure you like and subscribe to this video, and we'll see you next time.